What is going on, everyone? It is Florida with 5, and we are back with another video. But before we get into it, if you don't know who we are a family of 7 who uprooted our entire life to go cross-country to follow our dreams to the Sunshine State. In today's video, we're going to be talking about creative ways that you can save money for your move.
If you're new here, we make all sorts of videos about moving to Florida
And all the fun things you can do once you get here.
So make sure you subscribe down below.
Hit that bell.
So you don't miss any of our uploads.
Especially when we go live.
To answer your questions.
Sunshine, blue skies, it's a state of mind that we came to find. I'm talking about palm trees, we're making memories. I don't wanna leave this sunshine state of mind.
So we've come up with a list of a whole bunch of ways that you can save money. Some of them we're gonna spend a little time talking about, and some of them we're just gonna throw the ideas out there.
And some of these may not be your cup of tea.
What if you don't drink tea?
Cup of coffee.
2 birds, 1 bush.
So we're going to be kicking this off with number 1, which is create a budget.
This is so important, guys, because if you don't know where your money is going, it's hard to locate a place where you could save.
And the biggest thing about this is once you create it, stick with it.
When you make this budget, it's very important to make sure that you include all of your expenses, including things like gas, groceries, bills, car maintenance, and even entertainment. Don't forget to treat yourself every once in a while.
A budget for us has always been a part of our family. I get asked quite regularly on, you only have one person in the house working with all of you guys. How can you guys do all these fun things and afford to do this and that and the next thing? And I'm gonna say it, it's our budget, and we are very religious on following it.
Another way that we want to talk to you guys about how you can save money is purging your items. And we've already made a video about this, which I'll put right up here. You can go check it out, of course, after this video, right?
Right.
That video will give you a little bit more detailed version of how we purged our belongings and how we recommend that you purge yours.
But here are some ideas for while you're purging or after you're purging, like garage sales.
That helped us a ton. You know what? We had a garage sale in the middle of January in Wisconsin. We put a heater in our garage and put signs out, and we actually had people come.
And there's also things like Facebook. What else is there?
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Those are the best ones. All jokes aside, guys, purging is the best way to make money for your move. And honestly, coming from any other northern state where you're used to having a basement, you're not gonna have that storage area here in Florida. So you need to get rid of some of your belongings. I know all of us that spend the long winter months up north tend to hold on to a lot of things and accumulate things within our basement. And you're gonna find you're just gonna have no place to put them here in Florida. We made over $5,000 in cash just selling things from our house that we didn't feel like we needed to bring with us to Florida.
So this next one, guys, where I talked about not maybe being your cup of tea, is cutting bills wherever you can.
It's a great idea, baby.
It is so important. If you're like us, one of those people that we're paying $200 for cable and we don't even watch TV, or we only watch Netflix.
We're not paying any money for cable.
Because we don't have it anymore.
Right. We got rid of cable when we moved here to Florida because we spend our time outside. We go places. There are so many things to go do and explore here that we spend all of our time away from the house, not in the house on the couch watching TV. Now, usually there's not too many bills that we can eliminate other than things like cable or internet. And honestly, in this day and age, internet is almost a necessity.
Yeah.
But maybe one bill you could look at eliminating could be something like a gym membership. Now, before you come at me, I'm not saying don't work out. Definitely want to take care of yourself, but there are so many great home workouts you can do, and go for runs, go for bike rides. You can still stay physically active and get your workout in at home. If we can't convince you to get rid of your cable, this is one that you can probably call and negotiate. Cable companies fight tooth and nail to gain you as their customer. So when you call them up and threaten them with leaving, more than likely they're gonna give you a little bit better deal. And if they don't, you can just go to a different cable provider and probably get a better deal.
So guys, another way to limit your spending is entertainment. Now hear me out. I know we all still have to live lives. I know we need to go out and have fun. But if you're someone that's maybe going out to the bars every Friday night, maybe cut it down to just going out 2 times a month. Another thing as well is eating out. Eating out adds up.
It sure does.
It does.
Instead of eating out on your lunch break at work, try to pack a lunch every day. Make a little bit extra food at dinner time to make sure you have leftovers that you can bring with you the next day for lunch. Doing little things like that, you wouldn't believe how much money it would add up to saving over the course of a month.
And it's also better for you. So those families out there, just like us, who love to keep the kids moving and grooving, checking out different places, exploring around, there are so many free, fun family events that go on. I mean, even in Wisconsin, we had the kids calendar.
Oh, that's a great point, you know, and there's probably things like that everywhere throughout our country or even beyond, where you can go online and search free family fun activities. More than likely, there's either a Facebook group or there's a website or something like that that will give you a list of activities going on in a calendar form.
And even just taking the kids to the park, throw some fishing poles in, make a day of it, pack a lunch, go to the beach.
We do that stuff all the time here in Florida, and it's free. You know, it's $6 to get into a state park for a day. I mean, why haven't we bought a yearly pass? I don't know, but that's something we're going to do. But that's what we're saying. There's free or very cheap family activities to be found all over the place.
So guys, this next one, want. But it's pick up extra shifts if your work allows for it.
Sign up for overtime.
And even get a side biz. I mean, babysit some friends' kids.
That sounds familiar.
That does sound familiar. Guys, when we were saving up for our move down here, I babysat full time, and then after my kiddos got picked up, I went and worked the night shift at the hospital.
You were never home.
I was never home.
But sacrifices to move to Florida, right?
Exactly.
Other things you can do instead of maybe picking up hours at your current job is get a side hustle, guys. Things like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber, Lyft, things like that. Side hustle. You can sign up online, get everything you need in the mail, and be working within a week. So, this next one is something that Lindsay is very guilty of.
Impulse buying, aka shopping at Target. Now, we're all guilty of this.
No, we're not.
We are all guilty of this.
No, I'm not.
Okay, maybe not Target for you, but Bass Pro Shop. Impulse buying. I know sometimes you just need to shop. Sometimes you just need to go and blow $300. But when you're getting ready to make one of the biggest moves, you've got to sacrifice.
Make the sacrifices.
Make the sacrifice, because that impulse $300 Target, you're gonna have to pack that up in a truck that you're gonna have to pay for.
I didn't even think about that, but that is a great point. Look at it as something like that. If you buy us $300 worth of stuff at Target, how much are you gonna try to purge before you leave and get $10 for?
So my advice to you, live and learn from what I went through, because I did that. Take that $300, save it, and come to Target here.
No, don't do that either. Spend it to go do some adventures.
Or adventures.
Another thing that Lindsay is guilty of.
What is going on?
Check your subscriptions on your iPhone. How many free trials have you signed up for that said free for the first month?
It's not my problem. They get you every time.
And you guys, if you got an iPhone, you more than likely have a payment method linked to your account. And little did I know that we were paying $4.99 a month for about 5 different things.
No, there was a couple 27.
You're right. There was one that was like 20. Luckily, I caught it after like 1 month, and that's all we had paid for. But you would be surprised. Check your subscriptions in your iPhone and see what you're subscribed to, what you're paying monthly for. If you have kids, who knows what they've clicked on? One more thing I want to talk to you guys about are apps. There are some amazing apps out there for saving money, and I'm actually going to put links down in the description of this video where you can download those apps and get yourself a little free gift too. The first app I want to talk about is called Acorns. Now with Acorns, you can actually order their debit card, or you can link your own debit card, and it will round up your purchases to the nearest dollar and automatically put that money into the stock market for you, where it will grow exponentially. The next app I want to talk to you about is Stash. Now Stash is another app, just like Acorns, where you can... Okay, hang on. Now Stash is another... Stop. It's just a mustache. Why is it so funny?
Okay, go.
There's something wrong with that mustache. Now, just like Acorns, Stash is an app where you can use a debit card or get the Stash debit card and round up your purchases, or gain stock back from places that you already shop, like Walmart or 7-Eleven. The last app I want to talk to you guys about is called Get Upside. Now, Get Upside is a gas app which uses a map to find gas stations which are participating and giving you cash back for every gallon that you purchase. Get Upside isn't available in all states right now. You'd have to check their website to see which states are actually using the program. But you can get up to 25 cents back per gallon at some gas stations. Make sure you use the link below to get that special deal. The money that you make on the gallons that you purchase can then be deposited directly into your PayPal account, which then can go straight into your bank.
And lastly, guys, I just want to throw out a couple small ideas and tips that can maybe help you save just a little bit of money. If you're drinking soda or you have aluminum cans at home, put them aside. Put them aside and take them to what we know is called the GOAT. And you can get...
The Golden Goat.
The Golden Goat. That you can get just a little bit of extra money. Also, one thing I did right before we left is I sold my old college books.
Now, if you've been out of college for a few years,
Yeah.
they might not want them.
They might
but
not
if
want
you are a
them.
recent graduate, those books are as good as money. Well, that's all we got for this one. Hopefully you made it all the way to the end, and make sure to check out those links down below for the apps. If you're not using them, you're not saving. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.